What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training. And today we're going to be breaking down two routes that every wide receiver should know. So we're going to be breaking down this post curl variation off of a rocker step. This is a very unique route. And then we're going to be talking about this route here from Ja'Marr Chase that can get you guys a lot of separation against the inside shade press coverage DB. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope it teaches you a few new things. But also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want to get some work in with us this offseason, we're traveling out to 3 more states to finish off our QB and wide receiver training camp tour. We are in Dallas, Texas this weekend for a camp, but next up on our camp tour, we're going to be coming out to Nashville, Tennessee, Salt Lake City, Utah, and then Los Angeles, California. So if you guys want some more information on that, check out that very first link in the description below. It's going to be a smaller scale camp. It's not a million kids out there. It's not a showcase. It's not one of those scam camps. We're actually going to teach you guys and help you get better for 2 full days. So check out that very first link below if you guys are interested. Let's get started with this video. So first route here, we got inside shade off man, and we're running this like post curl variation. So I'm going to play this thing full speed. So he comes off here, he gives this rocker step, then right off of the rocker step, he snaps that thing off and runs that post curl. Ball was a little bit late, but this is a textbook route to get that DB to overreact. So this all stems off of how would you guys run a post versus this coverage? So a lot of wide receivers think that anytime that they have this inside shade coverage off man, that they want to stem to the inside. You want to angle your stem inside. You want to try to attack the midline of the DB, inside shoulder, to get him to backpedal. But guess what? That DB's inside shade for a reason. He does not want to give up the inside. He does not want to give up the post. He does not want to give up the dig. He doesn't even want to give up the slant. So if we try to stem him inside, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to weave to the inside. He's going to keep his leverage inside. So when you break off on that post, you're going to run right into him because that's what he wants to keep. He wants to force you outside because his help is to the outside. That's his sideline. So if I were to run a post, my goal would be able to get him to flip his hips vertical so maybe I could slip back underneath. So that's where this post curl builds off of. So this wide receiver does a great job of attacking the outside shoulder, making it look like a post. Maybe you guys have ran a post already in the game, in this one-on-one scenario, in this 7-on-7, whatever situation you guys are in. But you can build these routes off of each other. If you guys are teams that have that post curl option, or you guys like to run a lot of post curls, this is great to work on this. So you attack that outside shoulder. You see how he gives this rocker step to make it look like that post. He makes it look exactly like he's doing that outside fake, flipping his hips to slip back underneath. Now, right off of that break, he's able to snap this thing down because you see how much that DB has to recover and overreact to play that post because he's straight up beat. If he's running a post, he is beat. He opened up the gate. He fully committed. We sold the route, and that's going to force him to have that quick open up or that hesitate. And then when we snap it right off, that can get us plenty of space. That is a textbook route here by Calvin. One of the best ways you guys can run that post curl is by making it look the exact same. Attack the outside shoulder, threaten him to the outside with that upper body fake, and then snap it off and get in and out of this route. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Great job attacking the outside shoulder, forcing the hip flip, and then snapping this thing right off, coming back to that ball. So now, second route I want to talk about here is from Ja'Marr Chase. So this is pretty textbook, pretty standard of how you guys can take an inside release on an out route. So pretty much, what do we talk about? We talked a little bit about this in the last clip. DB's lined up inside shade, right? Why is he inside shade? Trying to protect the inside, does not want to give up the inside route. And pretty, like, based on Ja'Marr Chase's, like, alignment, you see where the bottom of the numbers are? He's past the bottom of the numbers. How many routes can he really run right here? He's probably not going to want to run an out route, a corner, a comeback with an outside release because there's not that much space to work out here, and that QB needs space to lead him. So if this DB was smarter or knew the situation maybe a little bit better, he shaded more to the inside, that would force Chase to have to take the outside release. But this DB kind of gives Chase the inside release, and we'll explain why. So he comes off the line, attacks his leverage, but that DB shades to the outside, and that gives him that free inside release to where he could keep timing and give Burrow plenty of space to throw him open. And that's ultimately the key on any route. You want to keep spacing on the play, and you want to run a quarterback-friendly route where you have space for him to lead you because there is no defense for a perfect throw. And if you give that QB space, it really increases the chance of you getting a perfect throw. So we come off here, Chase attacks him, right? But this DB shades to the outside. He kind of sits flat-footed. He jumps to the outside trying to take it away. If I see that, and as a receiver, like obviously my game plan off the line and what I teach my guys is, hey, you're trying to attack his leverage to force him to keep his leverage. But if he doesn't keep his leverage and he gives you that inside release like so, just take it. A lot of the times playing receiver is like basketball, where you would go up to a defender, you make a move, he heavily jumps, and you just hit him with a crossover, and you come back the opposite way. Don't be afraid to react. Wide receiver is a very reaction-based position, just like how a DB is a reaction-based position. He's reacting off of my route, just like how I'm reacting off of his coverage. That's why it's a chess match sometimes out there on the outside, and that's why it's very fun to watch. Now, when we take this inside release, number one, your goal always has to be to restack. You never want, I've heard receivers say this sometimes, it's an easy mistake because they'll think like, hey, my plan was I was going to go to the top of the route, throw him by and slip underneath. Your plan should never be to throw this DB by. Your plan should always be to restack when it's man. Maybe throw him by when it's like off man, you're not going to be able to restack. But if it's press, your goal should always be to restack unless he takes it away. So Chase does a great job of restacking here. He restacks, gives that 1-2, head fake, like hip shift to the outside. And when that DB's watching that can get you plenty of separation and allow you to accelerate. Now, like I was talking about that throw by, a lot of people will say, well, coach, my coach tells me to run the outside release always when I'm running an out route. Because if I take the inside release, he's just going to be sitting right on my hip. But when he's sitting right on your hip like that, what do? We throw him by. We got to have a plan for it. Just like off the line, when I attack him and he takes it away, I react, I take the inside release. Just like at the top of the route, he takes away my restack, I got a plan for it. And that's how you play fast, fellas. It's situational football. Football is about situations. It's not about predetermined plans. It's always about situations. So if we attack him, and instead of him being on my back hip like so, he's more so up front, I could just take my left hand and swat him by on his left shoulder, on his left hip, and slip back underneath. Just make sure, fellas, we always have a plan. Make sure my main goal is to always restack. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by Chase attacking him, reacting off the outside shade, and then placing that move at the top to create some space. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope this video helped you out. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. Always appreciate the feedback. Always great hearing from you guys as usual. And again, fellas, if you'd like to get some work in with us, we got 3 more states left on our 2022 camp tour. We're coming out to Nashville, Tennessee, Salt Lake City, Utah, and then Los Angeles, California. So check out that very first link below if you guys want some more info on those camps, what we'll be covering, and what we will be doing. So again, very first link, fellas. I'll see you guys next time.